Om Namah Shivaya, my good friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronica. I'm an earth angelic, reincarnated here to assist the collective in healing to messages of the Divine Holy Spirit. I am very grateful to have this breath of life. For as we transition in through these biblical times, we are reminded that every breath is a blessing and that every tomorrow is not promised. You know, I have some stories about my own health and healing throughout the years where I was very close to death several times. And through this fast that I've been participating in, I'm a bit over 48 hours into this fast. I'm realizing through these visions that are coming up for me about the memories of my past and why I had to go through such harrowing times with my own health. And that's because it was preparing me for this day. See, I have Crohn's disease, and it's an autoimmune disease. It started when I was 15 years old after receiving a vaccination, believe it or not. And through the times when I had to stop eating because of my health, to allow my gut to rest, it was because of terrible illness. But today I am grateful and blessed to have my health, and Jai Ma for that. So stopping my feeding on my own terms has been so empowering in a way that I have not experienced before. So the reasons why I started the fast were for spiritual benefit and to prostrate in front of the one true God, that I am dedicated to this path, and in doing so I had the intention on bringing healing for the collective by healing myself. And the memories that came back today of my past trauma through illness just made me sit back in awe, like, oh my gosh, Divine was preparing me for this. Through my own suffering, Divine prepared me for my own retribution. Through taking healing into my own hands, instead of being forced to heal, I am allowing the healing. And I want everybody to understand that you have the ability to take your healing into your own hands in whatever way you see fit. But me, it was emptying my vessel to be filled with the love of the divine, because everything is love. Everything is beautiful. Everything is God. God is within everything. So whenever you are without, Divine is within. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Creator. Thank you for this breath, for in the breath we return, and we are grateful. Amen. I'm going to go ahead and begin this reading. I have been drawn, I don't know if I said this or not yet, but I've been drawn to read Psalm 119. It's the longest psalm. If you're not interested in hearing Psalm 119, but would rather hear me read the cards, you could skip ahead. But I'm going to begin. Hold up. Why is this on Psalm 120? This is not... This ain't it. Hold up. Psalm 119. Blessed are those whose ways are blameless, who walk according to the law of the Lord. Blessed are those who keep his statutes and seek him with all their heart. They do no wrong, but follow his ways. You have laid down precepts that are to be fully obeyed. Oh, that my ways were steadfast in obeying your decrees. Then I would not be put to shame when I consider all your commands. I will praise you with an upright heart as I learn your righteous laws. I will obey your decrees. Do not utterly forsake me. How can a young person stay on the path of purity? By living according to your word. I seek you with all my heart. Do not let me stray from your commands. I have hidden your word in my heart that I may not sin against you. Praise be to you, Lord. Teach me your decrees. With my lips I recount all the laws that come from your mouth. I rejoice in following your statutes as one rejoices in great riches. I meditate on your precepts and consider your ways. I delight in your decrees. I will not neglect your word. Be good to your servant while I live, that I may obey your word. Open my eyes that I may see wonderful things in your law. I am a stranger on earth. Do not hide your commands from me. My soul is consumed with longing for your laws at all times. You rebuke the arrogant who are accursed, those who stray from your commands. Remove them from me. Remove from me their scorn and contempt, for I keep your statutes. Though rulers sit together and slander me, your servant will meditate on your let me restart this one. This is number 23. The rulers sit together and slander me. Your servant will meditate on your decrees. Your statutes are my delight. They are my counselors. I am laid low in the dust. Preserve my life according to your word. I gave an account of my ways, and you answered me. Teach me your decrees. Cause me to understand the way of your precepts, that I may meditate on your wonderful deeds. My soul is weary with sorrow. Strengthen me according to your word. Keep me from deceitful ways. Be gracious to me and teach me your law. I have chosen the way of faithfulness. I have set my heart on your laws. I hold fast to your statutes, Lord. Do not let me be put to shame. I run the path of your commands, for you have broadened my understanding. Teach me, Lord, the way of your decrees, that I may follow it to the end. Give me understanding so that I may keep your law and obey it with all my heart. Direct me in the path of your commands, for there I find delight. Turn my heart toward your statutes and not toward selfish gain. Turn my eyes away from worthless things. Preserve my life according to your word. Fulfill your promise to your servant so that you may be feared. Take away the disgrace I dread, for your laws are good. How I long for your precepts. In your righteousness preserve my life. May your unfailing love come to me, Lord, your salvation according to your promise. Then I can answer anyone who taunts me, for I trust in your word. Never take your word of truth from my mouth, for I have put my hope in your laws. I will obey your law forever and ever. I will walk about in freedom, for I have sought out your precepts. I will speak of your statutes before kings, and I will not be put to shame, for I delight in your commands because I love them. I reach out for your commands, which I love, that I may meditate on your decrees. Remember your word to your servant, for you have given me hope. My comfort in my suffering is this: your promise preserves my life. The arrogant mock me unmercifully, but I do not turn from your law. I remember, Lord, your ancient laws, and I find comfort in them. Indignation grips me because of the wicked who have forsaken your law. Your decrees are the theme of my song, wherever I lodge. In the night, Lord, remember your name that I may keep your law. I remember your name that I may keep your law. This has been my practice. I obey your precepts. You are my portion, Lord. I have promised to obey your words. I have sought your face with all my heart. Be gracious to me, according to your promise. I have considered my ways and have turned my steps to your statutes. I will hasten and not delay to obey your commands. Though the wicked bind me with ropes, I will not forget your law. At midnight I rise to give you thanks for your righteous laws. I am a friend to all who fear you. I am a friend to all who fear you, to all who follow your precepts. The earth is filled with your love, Lord. Teach me your decrees. Do good to your servant according to your word, Lord. Teach me knowledge and good judgment, for I trust your commands. Before I was afflicted and went astray, but now I obey your word. You are good, and what you do is good. Teach me your decrees. Though the arrogant have smeared me with lies, I keep your precepts with all my heart. Their hearts are callous and unfeeling, but I delight in your law. It was good for me to be afflicted, so that I may learn your decrees. The law from your mouth is more precious to me than thousands of pieces of silver and gold. Your hands made me and formed me. Give me understanding to learn your commands. May those who fear you rejoice when they see me, for I have put my hope in your word. I know, Lord, that your laws are righteous, and that in faithfulness you have afflicted me. May your unfailing love be my comfort, according to your promise to your servant. Let your compassion come to me, that I may live, for your law is my delight. May the arrogant be put to shame for wronging me without cause, but I will meditate on your precepts. May those who fear you turn to me, those who understand your statutes. May I wholeheartedly follow your decrees, that I may not be put to shame. My soul faints with longing for your salvation, but I have put my hope in your word. My eyes fail looking for your promise. I say, when will you comfort me? Though I am like a wineskin in the smoke, I do not forget your decrees. How long must your servant wait? When will you punish my persecutors? The arrogant dig pits to trap me, contrary to your law. All your commands are trustworthy. Help me, for I am being persecuted without cause. They almost wiped me from the earth, but I have not forsaken your precepts. In your unfailing love, preserve my life, that I may obey the statutes of your mouth. Your word, Lord, is eternal. It stands firm in the heavens. Your faithfulness continues through all generations. You established the earth, and it endures. Your laws endure to this day, for all things serve you. If your law had not been my delight, I would have perished in my affliction. I will never forget your precepts, for by them you have preserved my life. Save me, for I am yours. I have sought I have sought out your precepts. The wicked are waiting to destroy me, but I will ponder your statutes. To all perfection I see a limit, but your commands are boundless. Oh, how I love your law. I meditate on it all day long. Your commands are always with me and make me wiser than my enemies. I have more insight than all my teachers, for I meditate on your statutes. I have more understanding than the elders, for I obey your precepts. I have kept my feet from every evil path, so that I may obey your word. I have not departed from your laws, for you yourself have taught me. How sweet are your words to my taste, sweeter than honey to my mouth. I gain understanding from your precepts, therefore I hate every wrong path. Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. I have taken an oath and confirmed it, that I will follow your righteous laws. I have suffered much. Preserve my life, Lord, according to your word. Accept, Lord, the willing praise of my mouth, and teach me your laws. Though I constantly take my life in my hands, I will not forget your law. The wicked have set a snare for me, but I have not strayed from your precepts. Your statutes are my heritage forever. They are the joy of my heart. My heart is set on keeping your decrees to the very end. I have double-minded people, but I love your law. I hate double-minded people, but I love your law. You are my refuge and my shield. I have put my hope in your word. Away from me, you evildoers, that I may keep the commands of my God. Sustain me, my God, according to your promise, and I will live. Do not let my hopes be dashed. Uphold me, and I will be delivered. I will always have regard for your decrees. You reject all who stray from your decrees, for their delusions come to nothing. All the wicked of the earth you discard like dross. Therefore I love your statutes. My flesh trembles in fear of you. I stand in awe of your laws. I have done what is righteous and just. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Ensure your servant's well-being. Do not let the arrogant oppress me. My eyes fail looking for your salvation, looking for your righteous promise. Deal with your servant according to your love and teach me your decrees. I am your servant. Give me discernment that I may understand your statutes. It is time for you to act, Lord. Your law is being broken. Because I love your commands more than gold, more than pure gold, and because I consider all your precepts right, I hate every wrong path. Your statutes are wonderful, therefore I obey them. The unfolding of your words gives light. It gives understanding to the simple. I open my mouth and pant, longing for your commands. Turn to me and have mercy on me, as you always do to those who love your name. Direct my footsteps according to your word. Let no sin rule over me. Redeem me from human oppression, that I may obey your precepts. Make your face shine on your servant and teach me your decrees. Streams of tears flow from my eyes for your laws not obeyed. You are righteous, Lord, and your laws are right. The statutes you have laid down are righteous. They are fully trustworthy. My zeal wears me out, for my enemies ignore your words. Your promises have been thoroughly tested, and your servant loves them. Though I am lowly and despised, I do not forget your precepts. Your righteousness is everlasting, and your law is true. Trouble and distress have come upon me, but your commands give me delight. Your statutes are always righteous. Give me understanding, that I may live. I call with all my heart. Answer me, Lord, and I will obey your decrees. I call out to you. Save me, and I will keep your statutes. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I have put my hope in your word. My eyes stay open through the watches of the night, that I may meditate on your promises. Hear my voice in accordance with your love. Preserve my life, Lord, in according to your laws. Those who devise wicked schemes are near, but they are far from your law. Yet you are near, Lord, and all your commands are true. Long ago I learned from your statutes that you established them to last forever. Look on my suffering and deliver me, for I have not forgotten your law. Defend my cause and redeem me. Preserve my life according to your promise. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they do not seek out your decrees. Your compassion, Lord, is great. Preserve my life according to your laws. Many are the foes who persecute me, but I have not turned from your statutes. I look on the faithless with loathing, for they do not obey your word. See how I love your precepts. Preserve my life, Lord, in accordance with your love. All your words are true. All your righteous laws are eternal. Rulers persecute me without cause, but my heart trembles at your word. I rejoice in your promise like one who finds great spoil. I hate and detest falsehood, but I love your law. 7 times a day I praise you for your righteous laws. Great peace have those who love your law, and nothing can make them stumble. I wait for your salvation, Lord, and I follow your commands. I obey your statutes, for I love them greatly. I obey your precepts and your statutes, for all my ways are known to you. May my cry come before you, Lord. Give me understanding according to your word. May my supplication come before you. Deliver me according to your promise. May my lips overflow with praise, for you teach me your decrees. May my tongue sing your word, for all your commandments are righteous. May your sorry, Lord. Still my gut as it churns and leaps with delight at the word of you, O Lord. Allow me to finish your singing your praise. May my tongue sing of your word, for all your commands are righteous. May your hand be ready to help me, for I have chosen your precepts. I long for your salvation, Lord, and your law gives me delight. Let me live that I may praise you, and may your laws sustain me. I have strayed like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I have not forgotten your commands. Ad Gure Name, to God Gure Name, Sad Gure Name, Sri Guru Deve Namaha. Om. Be with me at all times, never leave my side. That was pure bliss. Pure bliss. I feel my head being cradled right now. It's incredible. Before I came on to do this reading, I stepped outside just to see the sunlight shine through the light rain shower that was coming down. And before that, I was meditating on my health, as I had shared with you at the beginning of this video. And while I was meditating on my health, I was visited by Sobek, the Egyptian god of the Nile. He's a crocodile-headed deity, and he represents fertility, but also divine law. And Sobek protects the shores from those who wish to cross into his domain, as well as protects his domain from those who wish to cross into it without giving proper thanks to the realms of the above and the below, as he guards the waters of the below. The greater mysteries of the below. And I want to say thank you, Sobek, for being that protector of these greater mysteries. My heart has been skipping beats all throughout this meditation and prayer. I'm going to light an incense. I'm going to light an incense of myrrh. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sad Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Namaha. Om Shring Ring Ring Saraswati Namaha. We speak many names of God today in our praises. There are thousands faces of God. With my crystals so that we can get to the reading. Yeah, I took a video of that rain shower because there was an elemental being that came down to visit with me. So if you go to my channel and look through my shorts, it's like the latest short. Today is June 18th. Is it the 18th? Yes. Today's Wednesday, June 18th. 2025. Day of the White Galactic World Bridger. If you watch my channel and you saw my video that I posted a little bit after midnight, I went through today's Mayan oracle, which is the White Galactic World Bridger. And this tone, number 8, was the previous wave spell's glyph. Every 13 days, at the beginning of the container of those 13 days is considered the wave spell of the 13-day container. It's just a name, the way that they name it. And the last container was named the White Magnetic World Bridger. And it's all about transcending death and being that bridge in between life and death. But a lot of that is very metaphorical. It can be, pardon me, it can be literal, for sure. I mean, we saw Christ rise from the crypts in his own deathlessness, in his own unconditional love. The guide today is the white dog, which is unconditional love. So we are being guided by that type of deathless, undying love. We're being helped by the red the red Skywalker, which is all about wakefulness and being present in every moment, because what you do in the day, you seed in the night. You know, I believe that's why Sobek came to me, was because I have been understanding this timelessness of being so awake, being a conscious co-creator of life itself. The challenge glyph today is the yellow warrior. Fearlessness. Fearlessness. And understanding that fear doesn't actually exist. We hold reverence to the path, to our way, to the way that the divine has laid for us. No matter what that meant in the past, we meet our past with our present. As this world bridger, we meet our past with the present amount of love that we consciously are aware of, that permeates all things. It's the only thing that exists, When you stand up for that truth, you unlock the glyph of the occult, which is the blue eagle, and having that grander perspective of, that's why I had to go through what I went through, Life is beautiful. No one ever said it would be easy. But the divine does make it easy. Through having your faith. This unyielding faith. Infinite God of love. Holy Spirit, what is the message today for the Divine Collective? I love you. The sigil of Avalon. I almost said sigil of Atlantis. Sigil of Avalon. This is beautiful. So we have Merlin here. We have the V, which I feel like represents victory, like victory of the divine. It's also a cone, it's a conical shape piece. And I imagine it as this life force that streams down. Every day Pluto wants to come out and say hello. It's in a different deck today though. So Sigil of Avalon was Pluto and Bina, the void, number 2. Is it number 2 or is it number 3? We'll get there. Anyway, it represents the void of all creation. I'm putting these back in here. The void of creation and how something will spring from nothing according to your divine will. Sigil of Avalon coming out with Pluto and Bina, like that is very deep, deep energy. It's magical. It's transformational. Oh my goodness. It's super galactic. Super galactic energy. Okay. Infinity. Just wanted to come out. It's like super bad. Infinite Cancer. And wow, Halil. I'm gonna get all these out and then we'll go ahead and read, because I could just go on tangent after tangent, but I'd love to have them just like all like fit into together and suit. Hey, here we go, 3. And you know what? I wanted this card. I was like debating whether or not to go into the deck whenever I pulled Bina out, because I wanted to make sure that I was reading it correctly. So Bina is actually number 3. Because it goes Kether, Chesed, Bina. Then it goes down here to Javora, over here to Chesed, Tifrith, Hod. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for learning the Tree of Life with me and the grander mysteries, but I'm having ADHD moments here. We also have Taurus and the element of water. So this is like actual, like, embodying your water, embodying the waters from the depths. You know, I'm seeing Sobek here as well. And Halil is world bridger energy, you know, the realms of the above and below with you standing in the middle. So by understanding that the feminine had to come from the creator who created heaven and earth. This is so cool. I'm seeing Merlin right now as the divine creator in this card, you know. It's these super galactic rays that come down from Pluto that say, you know, yes, you had to go through specific trials and tribulations. No, it was not easy. But from that void was an infinite amount of this nurturance that came from within, Cancer. And once you accessed that amount of nurturance that comes from the above and the below, heaven and earth, like, that's when you activate your tree of life, you know. From the top of the realm to the bottom of the realm, from the brightest white light from the Most High God to the center of the earth star chakra, the element of spirit that can be embodied via this technology, your body. And seeing Taurus with the element of water is just confirmation of that, because Taurus is ruled by planet Venus. The moon, which rules Cancer, is exalted in Taurus. Right now, the moon is in Pisces. It's the last quarter moon of Pisces, which I was talking about in my last video. I was like, is it in Aries or is it in Pisces? But it's definitely in Pisces. Like, anyway, the moon is in a water sign. So it's being supercharged with the powers of your emotions and the powers of the infinite water of the universe. You know, they found water on Mars. They found water on Mars, okay? Water is everywhere. Water is infinite. And for that bit to be inside of you and inside of me, it allows water to take any form and shape. It's endless creation. The octagram, the 8-pointed star. You know, number 8. 888. And another 8, because 8-pointed star. So 4 8s here, if that's significant for anybody. Okay, I'm being called to do, let's do Rider Waite. I love my Marielle Tarot, but I still have not covered up any nips. So I'm not going to, pull from that at this time. Oops, I take everything on the floor because as above, so below. And the first card that fell was the 5 of Cups. And the 8 of Pentacles. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So what that speaks of to me is that, you know, we were dissatisfied with the amount of loss that we had to endure. We felt like we suffered. But then we put the work in, you know? because we understood that the Wheel of Fortune was up to us to turn. Five of Pentacles, poverty. Maybe you did have to let go of some things. Maybe you did have to let go of some comforts. But within those comforts was a lie. Within those comforts was greed. But it was a little unconscious. Three of Swords reversed. You realize that you did have to walk away so that you could heal. You know, this is definitely like your creature comforts with Taurus and the element of water. It's like whatever you were using to self-soothe, whatever addictions, because, you know, Pisces is all about your addictions. Whatever you were using to self-soothe, yeah, justice coming out. You walked away from it, and now, too many, you're receiving this justice within your life. By your own hand, by the hand of the divine, by the divine hand of your word. What's this? 8 of Cups. But it came out in reverse. Yeah, that's just how it's supposed to be. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. On the bottom, there's the Hierophant in reverse. I need the definitions of these reversals. Truth, loyalty. Wait. 8 of Cups in reverse. Great joy, happiness, and feasting. And King of Pentacles in reverse. Vice, weakness, ugliness, perversity, corruption, peril. Exactly. That's exactly what we're talking about. That we were walking away from. Because that's what wants to keep you held down. That's what wants to keep you in this type of energy. Where you're feeling like you're always in FOMO. Or like you're always missing out on something. But divine justice come in. And with a grateful heart, we heal these worlds of above and below. Now I'm going to go ahead and get out some shamanic cards. Yeah, we get to heal it because we suffered and we understand what it is to suffer. Monkey, humor. You know how every comedian out there, like every great comedian has like suffered extensively, painfully. Humor, home, the nest, and corn harvest. I like that. But yeah, those comedians suffered so greatly, and they transmuted their pain into something that was like a healing balm for the collective, which was their humor. It was their good humor, you know, allowing them to show us that you can still be happy even though not everything is perfect. If it were perfect, it would be kind of boring, don't you think? The only thing perfect is the divine. Wisdom, acorn. Wisdom, joy, the hummingbird, and forgiveness. Wisdom and joy in forgiveness. Wow. So, I mean, the forgiveness card came out in my last reading too, and it was all about using the power of forgiveness to let go of the things that wronged you in the past, because you place your hunger on the divine. You place your love on Creator, Source. You empty your vessel to be filled with the love of the Creator. And like it said in the psalm, like honey on the lips doesn't even taste as sweet. And that is the truth. That is the truth, my friends. Yeah, we're evolving. And we have luck with it. And strength with it. That is so good. That is so powerful. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, we're evolving, you guys. Mark my words. I feel like getting some of these. Flexibility of the willow. Okay, what else we got? This is the... I forget which oracle this is. Enchanted Forest or something. Enchanted Spirit. It was a gift from a friend. It's a really good one. Okay, this one wanted. The Hummingbird Spirit again. Joy. J. Ma. Here, let's like actually... Yeah, joy doubled over, and that's number 22. Pegasus. Number 23, transcending. Joy, transcending, healing, the bear spirit. Joy, transcending, healing. And that's it. Like that's a really good jumping off point, is like, what do you think is funny? What do you think is fun? It's like my son would say, what's more fun than having fun? Stability. Infinity. 5 of Cups. Wisdom. And stability. So it's like the Buddhas who... It's like Siddhartha, who was super rich, walked away from all of the riches in the world to experience poverty, and found this infinite wisdom, and through that found stability in his soul. Stability, stillness. We pray for stillness so that we can hear messages of the Holy Divine. And the Daffodil Fairy, new beginnings. Stability, stillness, new beginnings, which landed on top of Halil, healing these wounds of the heart through forgiveness, and then being able to step onto this new path, this new beginning. It's placing all your trust and faith in the will of the divine, in divine law, which you follow as a seeker, as a true seeker of divine truth and justice. Toadstools, growth. Check it out. Tree of Life, justice, evolve, and growth. Like, that couldn't get more beautiful. It just couldn't. Oh, plus I have my little toadstool earrings in today. Okay. Spirit Guardian of Spring. Activation. Growth. Activation here on Taurus. the Eight of Cups reversed, which is about like celebrating and feasting, good luck and activation. Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go. Excuse me. On top of Element of Water, the King of Pentacles reversed, which was all about like, what was that, like wrongdoing or something? Strength and letting go. Yeah, it's giving it up to the divine creator and saying, Lord, it's time for you to stand up and take care of your disciple. I've been faithful and I've held up my part, and now it's time for you to do your part according to divine law. If we are all bound to this divine law, which is your law, and we are all grateful and loving the fact that we are bound to the divine law, then all must be held to that. Straight up. Straight up. And to that we say thank you. Thank you, Elohim. Thank you, El Elyon, for giving us the light. Okay. Phases. Throat chakra and surrender. Cool. Yes. We're entering a new phase now where whenever we speak our surrenderance to divine law. Cool. Autumn again. So this is timing. This is definitely timing. Autumn, non-duality, earth, root chakra. 2 more, please, Spirit. Ooh, spring. Adversity. Yep. We're entering this new phase now where we have the voice of the divine. We've surrendered completely to the divine will and divine law. And I believe that the earth will experience more non-duality for sure in the autumn, you know. At the next turning of the medicine wheel. We're about to enter the summer solstice, but then during the autumnal equinox is what I'm getting, you know. That's when more roots will be planted. So we're going to go through the summer all together, you know, doing our good work, however that looks. But then in the autumn, you know, I feel like something renewing is going to occur. Or perhaps this is saying that we're reaching this phase where we are speaking divine law, and by doing that there will be others who surrender to divine law. Autumn also represents the harvest. 2 and 1 together is 3, so it's, you know, actually embodying the divine Godhead, the triple Godhead or the triple Goddess head, through your non-dual existence. Those things allow Mother Earth to heal. Harvesting non-duality on the earth. In root chakra, spring, and adversity. It's like no matter what, these seeds will be planted, and the roots will be planted despite adversity, you know? The will of the divine is much too strong. Like, nothing can stop this. Nothing can stop this. Nothing. The roots have been planted. You've done your due diligence. Whatever adversity, I'm going to read it backwards. I'm being told to read it backwards. Whatever adversity that came up for you this past spring, you still were able to plant your roots into the earth. And by doing so, innocence, amazing. By doing so, you've achieved this non-duality by partnering with the divine. You know? It's the secret third thing. Yes, autumn. Autumn coming up with the energy of surrendering. Surrendering in the autumn. Autumn will surrender the throat into a new phase. A new phase of innocence. Receive the innocence. Receive the innocence from the divine. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. Yay. Look at that. It's a unicorn, mommy and baby, in the moonlight. Oh, it's gorgeous. Seeing like Patronus type action here. That's really cool. Yeah. We're entering a new phase where we get to speak the law of the divine and then just see innocence spring forth from that. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's totally what I'm fighting for. Yeah, just makes you question like what some people are truly fighting for. It's like, why are you here? What are you even doing? It's so silly. I want to get a Mother Mary card out here. Spirit's just so funny. It's so funny. Okay, what is the message, Divine Mother? Our Lady of Blessing Bestowed. There's your confirmation from Divine Mother. You've been blessed. Hare Krishna. You've been blessed. Through your own will, through your own words, you know. I'm pulling out the book on this one. If I can find it. It's like buried in my little desk. There we go. Mother Mary Oracle. This is another Alana Fairchild. I want to get more decks. Like, goals. More money, more cards. Boom. Make it happen, Spirit. Let's do it. I am offering you a spiritual gift now. The gift of a heavenly blessing. This blessing may come through a person, place, or thing, or spring forth from within your own heart, unfolding like a blooming rose. I ask that you trust me because in receiving this blessing, things will change. The changes are a shedding of that which would hold you back from fully receiving my blessing. My blessing asks you to have trust and courage as I help you leap into your divine fulfillment more swiftly than you could do on your own. Yeah, that's just it. Like, we're being so supported and so guided right now by Mother Earth, by these shifting of phases, by surrendering to divine word. And by surrendering to the divine word, you know, you speak it. And while you speak it, you feel it, you internalize it. And that's really the teacher, that's the medicine of the word, is it's there to teach you and guide you so that you can make these decisions on your own and move yourself into this more like non-dualistic nature that you are. It's your I amness. It's who you truly are. So, yeah, I think that is where I'm going to leave this message. I want to come on later on. You know, I feel like I have some more podcasts to listen to and more reading and writing to do. I have a nap to take, and then after my nap, I'll probably come back on and do another reading where I go into tomorrow's mind glyph. And yeah, if I don't do that, I'll do the mind glyph in tomorrow's reading, but I'm looking up and it's 10101, so I'm gonna call it. I love you. Thanks for coming to my channel. I hope you enjoyed my reading. I hope you enjoyed the psalm. I was like full on in spiritual rapture while I was reading that. A lot of joy came through, a lot of wisdom in those words, and yeah, I love you, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Whenever you're hearing this, you know, just try to stay true to yourself. Listen to what the divine is speaking from your heart, because there's a little bit of God in you. I can see that.